YouTube, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe if you like. TikTok and my social medias. Miss Rita Lotus or Miss Pantologizt to you, whichever one. I think that closes. I think I have that page closed for right now, but add yourself. I will approve. I will be opening it soon. But I wanted to go ahead and make this message before I just get lost in my day because I'm ready to get lost in my day today. But I felt that I needed to like put this message out there. This is more aimed towards men energy at this time, okay? Um, and it's like, even though, it's been a hell of a ride. I'll be the first one to tell you it's a hell of a ride. But in this instant, something was just like telling me because I was like, you know what, it's certain information that I'm gonna still hold on to, but it's also some people that I do need to address because it's like, you know how people would expect for you to have fear about addressing people, pointing things out, whatever, and just calling it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, when it comes to situations, I'm gonna still be respectable, respectful about situations. You get what I'm saying? And granted, like I said, I will help anyone. I know most of these people were more enemies to me than anything, but this is more to the men because it's like where you would have thought as a female, I would have got more, compassion, empathy, sympathy, or, help or assist from more of the women. It's been more of the men, which has been crazy and shit, right? And it was just like, you know what, Sharita, you're going to have to address, like, I want to say, I'm just going to say it's the R name, okay? And where I was staying at the hotel. And regardless of what it was just like I was so grateful and appreciative because I know like it was not more of my benefit, but it was more useful for him because I know for a fact it helped him to be heard, to feel like to have that safe space, to be able to free his mind, just to be able to think in that, type of capacity where it was not like, oh, she's gonna be scared and run away and things like that. It's not like, oh, scared, to run away or nothing like that. No, everyone deserves to be heard. And especially for men, like women, create that safe space. Like shit, some shit is not always fucking about you. You know what I'm saying? And in that, I'm gonna say his name was like Ramon or whatever, but I wanted, him to know regardless, even though I know he was doing work, even though I know he was working with these people, and a lot of these people just had the wrong misconception, but hey, it just is what it is, and it's just the life of my world. Everybody gotta be living La Vida Loca, but not everybody, want to have to live it that way. But sometimes some people want that space to be like, even if they gotta live in a crazy way, you still want that space where you could just peace, safe, and speak, right? And in that situation, it was like, Ramon, I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? He still had a job to do, but it was just like a little bit difficult. I'm appreciative for him. It was one dude that I know for a fact he was doing like the internet and all this other stuff too. And when he came out, and even though he had an intent to do something as well, it was like, you need some help. Because I feel like he watched from a distance because it was like, no, this person, is not like that. Like a lot of people was just saying like, she's not like that. That's just her heart. Like, I love love. I mean, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I want to fucking change it. Like, I want to get rid of it. I want to be like, oh, but it's like, it's not in me. But I'm grateful for that conversation because, every conversation is not ever useless. Like, I don't feel like nothing ever happens without a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's either going to be a life lesson, it's going to teach you something, it's going to bless you, it's going to, show you something, regardless, good, bad, ugly, happy or sad or whatever. And he just showed me another way, even though it was like, it wasn't safe to do that. And I can't, it's like one of those, do not do this. This is for professionals only type shit. But I can tell that, by that day it was changed for that conversation. And, regardless if he didn't ever feel appreciated, I appreciated him because it's like, now I can, overstand the mind, the thought, the train process, from him. So shout out to you, Mr. Ramon. If ain't nobody say anything, I hope you had a great day. I seen someone heals a part of themselves that they probably thought that they would not ever heal, but it's like I was happy to see that person smile regardless how bad it fucking was and what the situation was. I was happy to see them smile. Vic, from Affinity, Man, I was so grateful. Even though I know he was doing some fucked up shit, but Vic is a good dude. So to the woman who gets that man, treat him well. You know what I'm saying? Vic, he ain't great with his English, but trust and believe he will try. He will do his best. He will explain, and he gave me confidence when it came to me trying. I wouldn't say I was trying. I did it. And with him, assisting and showing me, and it was just like, even though it was like a little fucking mind trip, Vic was showing me like, hey, you can get this cut, you can do this. Like, I believe in you. And even though it was just like, I could tell he was still on that hesitant, like, you know what I'm saying? How you look at a person like, but it was just like every time I could tell, every time he came, I would see him get goosebumps, whether he knew I paid attention or not. It was just like, it was a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a church song from Trinity, is what it's called, but it's called Spiritual Love. And that's a song that I would sing to myself internally or in my head whenever I felt like I wasn't safe or nothing like that. And it was just like, I'm appreciative of that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got my lineup straight because of that man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I needed to do that because it's like I have sons, and I want to make sure when my sons get up, you know what I'm saying? I can't afford to get them fucking cuts. I want to be able to do that so my sons can feel good. Like I got a nice ass cut because my mommy cut. It was like yeah. And when I got that shit, I felt so good, but it's like I didn't feel like I could celebrate it in that building because the environment wasn't good for me. But he was a good ass fucking instructor. Vic is a dope ass fucking instructor. I don't give a fuck, hands down. His English may not be fucking great, but that motherfucker knew how to teach me how to do it a goddamn haircut. I can tell you that. And he was gonna make sure I was gonna fight. So I'm grateful for that. Um, Deuce, Andrew, whatever. Like, I'm highly disappointed. Kind of hurt my heart, but it was just like, hey, we had a connection too, because it was like, he'd be like, twin, twin, I get you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't shit that a motherfucker could do that I wouldn't know what he was doing, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have, crossed that line. I should have knew better. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take accountability on that. But you know what I'm saying? Me knowing for a fact, like, you having to play friend and enemy, it was like a fucked up situation. The same thing with Jeremy now, granted with Drew, if he get his shit together and get his life together, Andrew Hendricks, I could see that motherfucker being a dope ass man in a great way. If he do the right thing and get rid of all that thinking. But you know what I'm saying? Some people you live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? You can't help everybody. Johnny, I was so disappointed to like when I had seen him in my dream, I was so disappointed and literally heartbroken because it was like, damn, I got confidence in Jeremy, but get along and go along. And then it was like that's how I was able to pick up like with his wife being, involved in this shit. I was just like, this shit is just crazy work. And then like the person who was helping, I guess he said that was like the wife's dad or something like that. And this one I was like, okay. But Jeremy, you know what I'm saying? And then Shayna's mom and stuff like that, them calling they folks. I was like, oh damn, they was really paying motherfuckers like paying, you know what I mean? But I was just like, it's cool. But with Jeremy, when he gets it, if he win or if he gets to that place, Jeremy will be so dope. Like I feel like he could be like a top-notch security guard, if not work for fucking Secret Service or something like that. Like I have confidence, in that. Who else were we forgetting? Oh, shit, Jose. It kind of fucked me up. I knew Jose was involved. It was no way around it. Like he had a signature on him, but for him, it's just like he can go so much farther, so much further. But I know that, when he got it and he was just like, he pulled back, I knew I was like, damn, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. And I was like, I just pray that him and his wife and their marriage get stronger, but his wife got to do a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I hated the fact that I had to separate myself from people that I felt was pretty cool just to be cool with it because of people's insecurities. I hated that. I fucking hated that. Like it was even worse. It's like, bro, I'm supposed to be with you, but if this is what it gotta come with, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with detaching from anything, but it's like I will address you as a man and still make sure that you still feel a man and still be confident in whatever it is that you're doing. But just, you know what I'm saying? If I'm asking you something direct, just tell me. I'm not like the regular women you used to. I'm not your parents. I'm not your, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not here to crash nothing. If anything, it's going to be constructive, whether you see it now or whether you see it later in the future. It's just like, damn, but I was just like sitting here and just doing, my skincare routine. I was like, sure, to just address it so it can just be off your heart, be off your spirit. And it was just like, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see y'all. But it was just like a fucked up situation for me having to like move around and move my whole life for people to just not realize, like, I'm not here. I come in peace. But you want it. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just reincarnated as a woman. And I'm enjoying being a woman, and I'm enjoying my avatar, and I'm respecting it, and I'm gonna treat it right because hey, when you do your all this stuff I've already knew and got accustomed to. I knew my past life. I knew my Akashic. I knew who I was, what I was capable of way before then, but I knew at the same time over the last year the struggle was it was like, Shrita, you can't be in ego, you can't be in pride. You gotta be very careful how you handle the situation. You gotta be careful how you handle people because when you don't handle people appropriately, baby, that shit can sting like a motherfucker, okay? That's worse than just getting stung in your ass and you be thinking like you just dropped a piece of it. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. So it's just like, it's really just give people, let them know, hey, I know what the fuck you did. But hey, it's not for me to hold that judgment. That's for them, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the time when I'm asking a person, most people don't understand. When you're asking them and you already know, the part of them seeking for the truth is for you to release. It's not for them. It's not for me. Like it wasn't never for me. When I'm asking a person directly, I'm just trying to help you release it. So whenever we release this, it's peace. You know what I mean? It's gonna be peace on my end. Now, how you choose to handle it, drinking, whatever, fuck, that ain't got shit to do with me. All I know that you told me the truth, and that the truth is there, and it set you free. You see what I'm saying? And whether I got it, it was just like over the year, be okay with your self closure, be okay with that. And me, addressing it was like, damn, Drew, you was like, we supposed to be like in them streets fucking up people. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be out here, I'm your wingman. You want that? We gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the female wingman, but we're going to do it appropriately. We're going to do it healthily. We're going to make sure you have boundaries. We're going to make sure you have respect. Because I'm not the woman that you're going to be friends with and you disrespecting people. No, that ain't how it go. If you going for somebody, and especially as a man, you're going to go after that person with respect. I come with respect. I know my worth. You going to come with respect and you going to know your worth. And you going to treat that person, if I'm coming as your wingman to get that motherfucker, do it right. But when it was just like seeing that shit, it was just like, it broke my heart. I ain't gonna hold you. It was just like, shit, there go my future down the drain because all these people have a misconception. Everybody's doing shit and all this stuff based off a lie. So I was like, but still, I knew Vic was in this shit, but I was like, shit, I still respect this shit. I learned how to do some good ass haircuts and some lineup. Shout out to Vic. I mean, fucked up situation, what the fuck you did. They don't take away. But I'm appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, it was expected because how you was moving, but I could respect it. Same thing with Jeremy. Okay, I see I see you, but I respect it. Jose, I see you, but I respect it. You know what I'm saying? When it came to Buddy and his friends, and it was just like, well, how she was to figure it out? Well, if those two, that one jailmate that you showed me doing that basketball game, and whatever you were saying to him, and when you left from the room, which allowed me to know that they were speaking on you for him to go tell the next person to get intrigued as well. Now you got too many people amongst that shit. But it's all over here, it's all forgiven. It ain't forgotten. But it's just like how that shit is. And I was like, should we just address it? Shit, even down to Bobby Lee Rose. It was like, damn, that was my daddy. Damn, I didn't think he would do this shit with him, but it's like, I accept it. I'm gonna eat that. But still, for somebody to low key still have to ride that fine line to like, do I look out for him? Or do I still participate? It still hurt that heart. But it's like, you know what? At the same time, I learned over this where it was like, Shreddy, I'm at that space where I know I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't no trust in humanity. I ain't got none, but I got trust in myself. That regardless that, hey, if I allow a person to reappear that you felt that shouldn't be there, God needs you to see what it is that I'm gonna do. Not what that person gonna do. I know that now with that situation, Sharita, what are you gonna do? And I'm proud of myself because regardless that I knew all these people were doing me so wrong, I still did right. Even if it felt like that I was going to have to take that consequence and cry over that shit, I'd rather had cried alone in my solitude and in my own space, but still knowing I did the right thing, I said the right thing, and I did it with good intent, with purity in my heart, out of fucking, regardless, I feel like I'm a epitome. Like, I feel like it's a fucking blessing and a curse at the same time of how I can offer people. When I give you love, it's unconditional. You did what you did, honor that, whatever the fuck it is. But I, but then when that point where you have to get to when there's no point of return, it's just like that's my struggle of acceptance. That's not for nobody else, but hey, if I don't call nobody, I'm not reaching out. I didn't fuck it up. So when I can get to that space knowing that I didn't fuck up and I can reflect over the time, even if I felt like I said something wrong, did something wrong, I know in any given moment, I know I can apologize. That's why it's like, it's safe for me that if anybody doing, I know if I'm in the wrong and we can come, if you communicate with me and I know I'm in the wrong, apologize right there and then. I'm not for the wait after the fucking fact. I'm gonna apologize right there then, motherfucker. But it was like, call those people out, and it was just like, cool. Even though, Kendra, it was like, damn, all right, cool. I respect it, but it was like, shit, Shrita, you gotta eat that. But with love, I still will, I still wish them healthy relationships. I still wish them that they can get safe, happy love. I wish that, everybody can find peace. It just might not be over her, but I still wish them, the best. And I'm gonna keep moving forward. But it was just like, I was just sitting here brushing my teeth and I'm washing my face and stuff. I was like, you know what, baby girl, accept the fact that people, that you did at least allow in your world, still let it be known that you did appreciate them. Even though they fucked up, you appreciate them. Shit. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know who the fuck he is. Like, that broke my heart, but it was just like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know what you did. You know what you did. It just is what it is. But it's just like the worst feeling in the world is, something that could have helped me, that I would have helped you, but you didn't see that in me. So it's like, hey, they just didn't see your worth. Chop that up. Just chop that up. But it still don't make me view them no less. No judgment shit. Now I just feel like it's fucking hilarious. Laugh at my pain, laugh at theirs. But laughter is healing at the end of the day. That's why when I did that reading, I know I was like, shit, somebody need to laugh in that. And I, like I had said in the reading, I was like, this ain't no laughing shit, but like when you're trying to break down certain situations, baby, you gotta laugh in it. Cause if it don't, you just gonna spend your day like fucking crying. And then I was sitting there having to like think about it. I was like, damn, sure, you was smoking so much fucking weed. But I was like, I could see why, considering of how, like, I want to say at the beginning of the year, like, of course, here it is Christmas. So, like, I'm spending Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving, I kicked it with her family, but it was like I can already feel the energy. So that's why when I dipped out, I could, I knew right there in Thanksgiving about the rest of the people doing, hoodoo, voodoo, spell work and shit like that, prayers and all that. But when Christmas hit, that hit me hard. When my birthday hit, like when I said the holidays was hit, it was hitting me so fucking hard. And I was just like, those moments where it was just like, dang, sure, you just gotta keep all that love to yourself. Cause sometimes it's like, I feel everybody deserve love, but not everybody deserve how I was giving it. Like I was given that respect. I was there. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, where was mine? But it was like, you know what? But if that's what God had told me to do, I had to. Even though I didn't want to. Like sometimes you got the hardest shit that you ever feel like you will ever have to do it. Even when you don't want to. Does it break you? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That shit gonna break you. I ain't it'll break you. But it's either you gonna allow it to break you to make you stronger, or you gonna allow that shit to break you to just literally break your ass down to where you just can't see the light. And some people break themselves down to where they don't see the light and then they just stay in the dark of, of life. And it was just like, Sharita, you know what? Just call out the last few men that you did allow in your world. What did they do? But however, I had to step back and say, you know what? But what did you learn? Because in this last season, females, I get some of these men when they be sitting here saying what they say. I get it. I felt it. I've been sitting in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're talking about the baby mom, I feel you. I just so happen to be a mother of children because ain't nobody gonna ever call me no motherfucking baby mama. I'm scared of my kids. But I feel you when it comes to those certain situations. I can feel any man in any kind of situation and be like, but you know what I mean? The only thing I ain't got is a dangling. That's it. But I get it. So that's why when it comes to people, and especially men, men always feel safe. They feel comfortable. They be like, oh, is she flirting? No, motherfucker, I ain't flirting. I just get it. So anytime that I offer that safe space, and now granted, that's someone will be falling and stuff like that, but I know how to keep a boundary, especially when I'm with someone, I'm not gonna ever disrespect no man. If you with me, you with me. Friends and all that, I'm no threat to none of that. So that's just a problem you're gonna have to deal with. Like, watch them. I'm not concerned about them. But regardless, whenever they're gonna come around in this space and energy, that man's gonna be safe. He's gonna be heard. Unconditional love, whether he see it as a sister, love, or whatever. However he have to see it to receive it to get the healing that he fucking needs, so fucking be it. Long as I ain't sacrificing my motherfucking body for it. Time, okay. Energy, positive words, uplifted. Women just start fucking doing it. Let that man brain fucking go wild. He probably gonna say some shout out shit, but bitch, get out your feelings. That man needs you to be open minded. He just needs you to, hey, he may feel like he want to tell you, bitch, I feel like strangling the fuck out of you. Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna call the bitch. Shut the fuck up. His brain is on like a million right now. It's probably on 4,000. Okay, but when you offer that man that space to be his goofy self, be his natural self without taking away who the fuck he is, you will see a man evolve regardless. Now, granted, sometimes, I ain't gonna hold you, sometimes you give that motherfucker space, you give him an inch, he gonna take it a mile. It's given. Especially if it's like his first time having that chance to have that experience to be himself authentically, of course. You know what I'm saying? But however, sometimes some of them will get to that space and they won't, they'll do that flirting, they'll do all their little messages and shit. But if he can get smart enough and be like, hey, this is wrong, respect it. But respect the fact that he was man enough to tell you, hey, babe, I did that. As a woman, don't fucking flip out. He was man enough to bring it back to you. That's how you know he fucking loved your ass. And if you, and then you go out and cheat, now you done fucked up the whole situation. And now, there you are. Oh, we can be poly. We can do this. Bitch, I ain't got time for that shit. I got that shit out of my system in the teens. That confusion shit supposed to have been out your system in the teens. That's why you get to a space where they still into that as at their big ass age, they had some traumas that they still got to work out. Now, granted, don't take away. If a hoe want to be a hoe and they want to get paid for shit, bitch, allow it to be clean. And if you want to do that in your marriage and let it be spontaneous, at least I know I paid for it. And I know for a fact I ain't got to worry about that shit coming back to my home, to my bed, bringing that drama, trying to do blackmail. Because guess what? We paid for that. There's a difference in how y'all handle situations, but it was just no judgment. But I was like, Sharita, you're gonna address them people that you had those last interactions with. But I need y'all to know, no harm, no foul, all love, no love lost. But shit forgiven ain't forgotten. But it is what it is. What did it say? We don't want you to face a loss of service and additional fees. We make payment options. Okay, I know my phone. California collect. See, that's the shit. T-Mobile. Listen, y'all know I pay my fucking T-Mobile on the first. Quit playing with my fucking phone because you ain't no feelings. And like I said, most of the time, the people that really is driving this whole situation at this time is nothing but fucking females in they fucking feelings with an agenda, with I don't know, I guess a battery in they fucking back. But it is what it is. But I just wanted to go ahead and address that because it was just like, some people just feel like they not seen, they ain't gonna see us. Cause shit, like I said, the motherfucking females, they can have that. Cause you know, being so adamant about something that ain't nobody did shit to you. I came in peace, and if I asked you directly and you still wanted to be indirect and still try to play fucking games, you intentionally wanted the loss. So don't try to hold that against somebody. But shit, at least I was woman enough and grown enough to address that shit, which anybody know I'll address that shit to your fucking face. I don't give a fuck. Okay? And especially now, I just really don't give a shit about anything. Like, I had to grieve the fact like my children was involved in this, and all this shit. It's like I didn't have to take a big ass fucking sacrifice that most people that are attempting to do this shit. I know for a fact every single person that probably been involved, did all this shit, wouldn't be able to handle how much I've been having to handle on my own with no support, nobody backing me, nobody like be in that corner. You know what I'm saying? Like love. The only reason why I know love because I give it to myself. Sharita, do you treat yourself like that? No. But whatever you was giving out to somebody, give everything that you was giving to everybody else, give it back to yourself, baby. That's what the fuck I'm going to keep doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow anyone, if they can't add to what it is that you do, just give them the scoodles. Like, keep on scooting, okay? Now I'm over here. We can play Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, okay? All totals. Find you something fucking better to do. Find you something safe to do. I highly recommend Choose Life. I'm only a Christian on Tuesdays. Today we're going to use the monk way. So stay the fuck out of everybody else's lane. Stay out of people's face. Quit trying to be adamant and trying to take somebody down because you and your feelings. Especially you motherfucking females, chill the fuck out. Ain't nobody fucking concerned about, oh, they take my man. No, your man want to go over there because you have, look how you acting. Look how you being persistent on feeling like you want to do this. And then you want to play in, like, cloak yourself and play in this hoodoo voodoo shit. And then, how did they figure this out? But most of y'all motherfuckers coming over here trying to figure out who's snitching y'all the fuck out. Now, I'm just putting the pieces together how you trying to come up and organize the shit. But however, the biggest part of it is you going to get called out on your bullshit. It's more, like, the craziest part of it, like, I couldn't wrap my, I was like, it's more fucking females after me than it is fucking men. And I was like, if it's women doing this, I said, they definitely have to be fucking insecure. You have to be insecure as fuck to want to come after me, bitch, for what? If anything, hey, what's your routine? What do you eat? What do you drink? What is you? Just ask fucking questions, bitch. Get out your fucking feelings. Get out your chest. If you just didn't know your worth and you just wanted to be married just to say you fucking married and still getting cheated on because you don't know your worth, that's not my fucking problem. That's not my problem. He's my man. Bitch, let him go. He's trying to fucking run. And you trying to put him on a leash. He's going to break up. Eventually, any dog eventually breaks away, okay? They're going to dig a hole under the motherfucking fence. When they want to escape a motherfucker, they going to escape. No one owes nobody fucking loyalty who can't even give loyalty to themselves, willing to go ahead and jeopardize a fucking person's life just to try to make them stay in their life. Eventually, that type of woman, ma'am, you're guaranteed that man is fucking gonna leave. And God forbid, depending on it, got the spite and he want the fucking revenge to make your ass feel some type of way because you already showing him an insecurity. I guarantee he's gonna go to something that he knows for a fucking fact is gonna break you. But most of the time, it's gonna go to that person that he knows for a fact that he can be happy. He's gonna be safe. He's gonna get satisfied. His needs is gonna be met. Probably even over exceed what even the fuck he needs. I've seen it happen. So ladies, please stop that. But like I said, I addressed some of y'all men out here, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was a fucked up situation, he did try, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he know who he is because I'm not fit to keep bringing up your motherfucking name because it's like, if you're going to fucking address me, address me. But I'll address you. I done said my motherfucking piece. And for people, oh, you do love spell, bitch, I ain't got time for no love spells. What the fuck? Yeah, they create. What bippity boppity boo and you gonna see me motherfucking do outside fucking protect myself, love on my motherfucking self, because so many motherfuckers don't love yourself and clearly it shows. Okay? Out of all those fucking innuendos and fetishes and kinks and shit and all that shit I was fucking reading, do better. Do better. But that ain't got shit to do with me because it's like I come in peace. But also, I could be war. But the choice is clearly up to whoever it is that choose to do what it is that you do. That ain't got shit to do with me. Just understand that. They can talk all day. They can do all this shit all day. That ain't got shit to do with me. But I will address you because, like I said, this is for men. You know what I'm saying? I came in peace. I'm still in peace and I'm releasing this shit with me addressing y'all. I'm releasing it at the point of my peace in unconditional love. I'm releasing this in love for you to know where I'm coming from and where's my stance in this situation. I didn't have no shit, a daddy doing this, brothers, uncles, cousins, so called. 10 toes, 2 feet down. It's only been me. But I came in peace, and I know that any person, especially men, I came in love. I came in peace. If I ever touched your face and caressed you, gave you a hug and loved on you, I came in peace and I came with love. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. I ain't got to do no love spell. I ain't got to put nothing nobody food. That weird shit. That ain't me. Because if anything, I was told love cannot be manipulated. You can't do spell work on love when love is already there. When love is there, that's one thing, that's free will. That's impeded on free will. When you're doing love spells or binding people or come to me spells, those be motherfuckers I say the fuck away from. Because you're willing to impede on any man or any woman's free will to make the choice that they feel in their heart or spirit and what they're divinely meant to do. I won't ever do that to nobody. Ever. Because that's manipulating a fair chance at justice. That's taking away a person's dharma. That takes away people's good karma. Every time people do something against someone to manipulate free will and free choice and fairness, you're creating bad dharma. So meaning where you would have had good karma or good dharma, and you decided to do it against a person that had if you reading in other people's energy and stuff like that, you have now created bad dharma. So every time you go like, oh, I'm fit to get this win, and it be boom, your car get fucked up. Boom, you fucked up your hand. Boom, you fucked up your face. Boom, it'll be something. You're impeding on free will. You're fucking with your dharma. You're not fucking with the other person. They probably get a little nick or they probably feel a little pinch or something like that. But when they protect it and you're going against it and you trying to go, 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 and they trying to tell you, no, 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 slow your motherfucking roll. That's when people keep doing it and doing it and doing it. That's why they're like, damn, why are you still happy? I'm going to get happier. Because the harder you keep going, guess what? I'm going to sleep great at night and get some motherfucking relief because the more that they keep playing bippity boppity boo, hey, y'all get ready to get casket sharp. Those be the motherfuckers you see ending up on t-shirts. Oh, my ones, bitch, you think I'm fit to cry about it? It doesn't make me evil. Hey, just us. Fair. My heart's still light as a motherfucking feather because, hey, somebody been told you, hey, you might not want to do that. You might not want to try to telepathically, try to communicate with a person that you know what I'm saying? If you can't clear the energy or clear out what it is that you're doing, you're creating dharma. But in this sense, you're creating bad dharma. And if you're a woman, you're doing this, and every time you're doing it, right, God forbid you're doing, trying to unalive someone. Do you not know you're going to, every time that you do this, it's going to start out at distant relatives. Then that shit start hitting parents, your children. Why my kids get sick? Did you realize what the fuck you was over there trying to do in the kitchen? Did you remember what you dropped off over there at the graveyard or at the crossroads? You're creating bad dharma. That's why when I'm telling y'all, man, chill the fuck out. Because if you got children and you love them motherfucking kids, because whatever it is that she's doing or you probably helping them do, it's going to hit them kids. You do proper divination. Hey, what's this shit? I know for a fact before I'm doing anything. Divination. Who's this? Who there? Okay. I can't play with no water gods like that. You can't play with thunder gods like that. You can't play with people that are genuinely, whether they know it or not, have ancient blood. You can't play with certain people like that. Because eventually, especially if you just automatically, I want them unalive, or you physically paying hitmen to go on someone's life, do you not know that's for the hit? Especially if you got children, it's going to hit them kids. Or it's going to hit something that they know for a fact. Even, I don't give a fuck if it's a narc. A narc do have something that they love. Sociopaths do have something that they love. Psychopaths do have something they love. Shit, Ted Bundy, he loved the fuck out of his wife. He respected that woman and loved this woman and children just to keep that shit out of her home. Did he not? He did. And it's like, this is equivalent to what it is that you're doing. But eventually, you got to understand, you keep playing in that shit. It's like, oh, okay, these motherfucking judges and lawyers and shit, police officers, why is my parents getting sicker? Well, they wouldn't have got sicker if you didn't participate in some dumb shit. Bonfires and shit, you got to be mindful. Who's around in that energy? Who all you talking to? Who all you taking your personal shit that you need to fucking deal with? Who you taking that shit to? Because sometimes it's not even, you probably be like, I'm not really participating, but you still around in the fucking group listening to the gossip too. You willing to listen to the sip the tea and get the chest made? You know the plan, what they doing, but guess what? Did you do your due diligence of what your dharma could have created for you to get yourself out of it? No. Did you tell the person that, hey, this person's doing this to you? Nope. You're creating bad dharma. Now now it's no longer karma. You're creating dharma. Because what you want for someone else, now it's coming for you. So God forbid it's something that you cherish and hold to heart. Oh, it's my family. Hey, grandma in Great England, the fucking Queen of fucking Britain, she's dead. What? You created that fucking dharma. You love this so much. Oh, I own the church. Now the church is getting looked at, right? Now your expenses getting looked at. You cherish your money, right? You don't give a fuck about love, but you love that money. Why they invaded my taxes? You created fucking dharma against someone that wasn't doing nothing. Free will. You allow shit to be what it's going to be, but as soon as you impede on that shit, you creating dharma. It's no longer where you hear people karmic this, karmic that. Sometimes karmic people are meant to be in your life to teach your ass a fucking lesson, good or bad. But you have to realize what side of the situation are you on. Are you in a good place? Or are you in a shit place? Or are you fighting to get yourself in a good place? Because now whoever that karmic coming in could be teaching you good karma to do better, whether y'all stay together or not, or whether that person is a friend, because sometimes soulmates and divine counterparts are sometimes can be the closest companion in your life to tell you, hey, you're going wrong when I need you to go right real quick. Hey, swerve a little bit, you're going, sometimes divine partners, some of y'all be sitting here thinking like, oh, it's true love. True love could be your fucking best friend. Your best fucking friend to teach you, hey, you about to hit the fucking wall. And before you hit the wall, you're going to hit them brakes, right? Dharma. That's dharma. Sometimes divine counterparts, soulmates, twin flames are just people to keep you on a fucking straight and narrow so you can get your dharma. Swapping the destiny don't do anything but making you relive whatever person you trying to swap with. Guess what? If Depending on how old the person is, now you don't want to know what you just created? A dharma of what that person's bad karma is. So now you will have to go through every bit of anything that person could have went through from the time they was a child. Most of the time, depending on where your age is at, you going back to where that person was at 1 years old, 3 years old, wherever the worst trauma in that person's life. That's why you should not ever admire. Look, I wish I could be her. You won't ever fucking hear me say that. I'll be like, hey, bitch, you look beautiful. Oh, that bitch getting that money. I gotta get up there. You won't ever say I want to be her. You won't ever hear me say I want to be him. Oh, I want to be just like that. I don't want to be like fucking Michael Jackson. Hell the fuck no. But I will aspire to get that type of money though. But I don't want to go through the shit that he went through though. You see the difference? Now I just did an innuendo, and then I changed that one to create a dharma to say, hey, I want to get there to be a fucking billionaire. But I want to create a dharma, not motherfucking karma. I don't learn enough fucking karmic fucking lessons and situations, good or bad. I accepted that. So now you can get in your divinity to gain fucking dharma. Some of you motherfuckers gaining your fucking dharma in the worst way. Because the people you go after. Because the people you hoodwink and fucking swindle. That's why you should never fucking take advantage of people. Love them while the fuck they there, because when it's gone, hey, ain't no chance of guarantee you gonna ever get some shit like that ever again. Cherish that shit. I cherish any moment. But if I have to disregard it because, hey, I sat there, I self-reflect, I learn from, okay, for me, I do it a different. I'm going to go through every single bad. And out of that bad, what did I learn? When the shit was mid, what did I learn? Now, when the shit is looking real good, I'm clinging the fuck to it. Hey, I know I deserve to get snuggled up on. I deserve to hear a compliment here and there, even though I compliment my motherfucking self, but it still feel good to hear that compliment, right? So if I want to do that, I have zero problem compliment. Hey, sir, you look handsome today. That haircut look good today. And guess what? I value that motherfucking smile more than anything. And for somebody else, they'll be like, to your for that one person that I fucking made smile, I received 11 blessings off that shit. But that person is evil. But guess what? You could have made that evil person smile, but I fucking did. A win is a win for me. Because now I'm receiving dharma for my destiny. Even though I might not get there yet, because life is a journey. It's a forever going fucking marathon. But guess what? I gain good merit or dharma by making somebody that most people be like, I've never seen that type of person smile. I've never seen. Bitch, I ain't my dharma. Did you learn something today? Because if you choose not to motherfucking learn, that ain't my motherfucking problem. But I fucking learned. So that's why I never got a fucking issue complimenting men or motherfucking girl, you wearing that outfit. Okay, that shape is shaping. No sexual thoughts in that. Nothing. Her shape is shaping. Girl, the booty bouncing. Ain't shit wrong with it. I'm not looking at her in that way, because why? I know for a fact, hey, I mean man. I need a man. I need the real stuff. I need the stuff that come out of it. That can create, cheering and all that stuff. I like that. But all the rest of that shit, hype them up. You look good if that's what they choose to do. Because it's not for me to judge. Are you happy? It's the biggest thing. Like, are you genuinely fucking happy? And most of the time, people that got to do hateful shit to other people, they ain't fucking happy. Misery loves company. Hate gets hate. But the choice is, are you participating? I ain't, but are you? But every fucking day, choose love. Know thyself and know your worth. I know who the fuck I am, so what the motherfucker else talking about, that ain't got shit. All you mean is fuck and is. We'll cuss your ass out in point 3. Choice is yours. Carry on. Or move the fuck on. I should be the last resort. If you're not in reality yet, and you're not really wanting the truth, stay the fuck away. I can respect it. But if you're ready for the truth, the hard truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Here I is in the flesh. I'm not candy coating shit. If you in the wrong, you're in the wrong. If you in the right, you're in the right. Simple shit. Simple math. But y'all take care. I address who the fuck I needed to. Now carry on.